Mullaperiyar Dam, commonly known by the name Periyar Dam or Periyar Project, is one of the oldest dams of its kind in the world. It was constructed in 1895 by the East India Company to satisfy the irrigation needs of Tamil Nadu. British engineers guaranteed a lifespan of 50 years, but the dam is 115 years old. Earthquake frequently tremor this region, causing cracks in the walls of the dam. Among the 23 blocks of the dam, only 2 is found to be leak-free. Presently, the dam is very dangerous condition with chances of collapse. If the dam collapses, it is almost certain that 2 nearby dams, Idukki and Cherdoni, will be under the threat of collapse. If the large quantity of water flows down, it will take lives of lakhs of people who live on the either sides of the river. 3 districts in Kerala will be under floodwaters, which will be uncontrollable even by the government. Tamil Nadu argues that there is no such danger for the very simple reason that they are safely out of the danger zone. The people of Tamil Nadu will suffer so much without water from Mullaperiyar. So the collapse of the dam will be much greater than they have realized. If the dam collapses, it will affect them even more seriously than they might have realized. Cultivation of 4 districts will be dried out, and scarcity of water will make these places into a desert. The interest of both the states have to be protected, and the public interest is to be taken into account. The only solution to this problem is to decommission the old dam and construct a new one. The government of both the states take this matter only as a political issue, and not even a positive action has been taken to relieve the fear and panic of the common man. Now let's go to the history of Mullaperiyar Dam. During the 1880s, the present Theni, Madurai and Dindigul districts were barren lands. To irrigate these barren lands, the East India Company decided to construct a dam. A plan was proposed to construct an earthen dam at Komli. After a long period of decision making, on 29 October 1886, the Madras government entered into a lease deed with Travancore Maharaja. According to the lease deed, 8,000 acres of forest land was leased to the Madras government. The lease amount was Rs 5 per acre. The lease period was 999 years. The British engineer Colonel John Pennycook was in charge of construction of the dam at Komali. A dam was constructed in the place where the 2 rivers Mullayar and Periyar meets. Thus the name Mullaperiyar came to force. After 9 years of hard work, the dam came to a reality on 1895. A mixture called surki was used to construct the dam, which is a blend of sugarcane juice, limestone, egg albumin, molasses, gravel, stone and water. The dam was 1,200 feet long, 176 feet high, and with a storage capacity of 152 feet of water. On the left side of the dam, a saddle dam was constructed, commonly known by the name Baby Dam. The Baby Dam was 240 feet long, 53 feet high, and on the right side, 10 spillways were constructed as a right saddle. The dam has a storage capacity of 15.662 TMCs of water, which is spread over 26 miles, that is about 42 kilometers of forest land. Soon after the commissioning of the dam, minor leaks were found out. These leaks were found to be normal seepage and was omitted as they were under permissible limits. During 1920s, the leaks were found to be increasing day by day. According to the government order, a study was conducted by the British Council of Engineers in 1920. In the study, they found out that 30.48 tons of lime is leached out every year. As a remedial measure, grouting was done using 42 tons of cement in 1920. Afterwards, in 1960s, further leaks were found out. In 1965, grouting was done using 503 tons of cement in the ratio 1:5 and 1:2. During 1970s, further leaks were found out. In 1979, the Union government asked the Central Water Commission to study about the dam. In the study, the Central Water Commission found out that there was major leaks in the dam and the dam was unsafe. After a long period of decision and discussion, a detailed study was conducted by the Central Water Commission. The engineers put forward a set of emergency, medium and long-term measures for salvaging the dam. The remedial measures were divided according to the emergency measure, medium measure and long-term measure. As an emergency measure, new spillways have to be constructed to keep the water level below 136 feet. 3 spillways were constructed to keep the water level below 136 feet, and RCC capping is to be provided over the dam. As a medium-term measure was to anchor the dam section with the deepest foundation rock using high tension cables, and to reduce the tensile stress that exists on the upstream of the dam. As a long-term measure, strengthening the existing dam using concrete backing on the rear side. As a permanent solution, a feasibility study is to be done for the construction of a new dam from a reasonable distance from the existing dam within a 1 month's time. All these remedial measures were done. The survey for the construction of the new dam and the feasibility study was also done, but the construction was not done due to the political issues. Fossils of the survey can be seen about 500 meters away from the dam. Both the state governments are not even bothered about the life of common man. Mullaperiyar Dam is placed in a region of seismic importance. The 4 major plates, namely Mullaperiyar, Udumbanchola, Achankovil and Kambam plates, pass through this region. During earthquakes, these plates shift each other, causing serious damages to the dam. Cracks were formed, which can be a reason for the collapse of the dam. Since 1900 to 2009, earthquake occurred about 60 times in this region. According to the study conducted by the Center for Earth Science and Studies in 2001, these earthquakes measured a magnitude of 5.2 magnitude in the Richter scale. These earthquakes created cracks in the walls of the dam, leading to leakages. According to the study of the dam may collapse if the magnitude of the earthquake reaches a measure of 5.6 in the Richter scale. The study also reveals that the dam is not at all safe and is to be decommissioned at the earliest. Now, the arguments of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu says that the dam is strength enough to hold a water level of 152 feet. They believe that the strengthening measures have made the dam healthy enough to hold a water level of 152 feet. All the emergency, medium and long-term strengthening measures have been done in accordance with the Central Water Commission's report. Due to the old age of the dam and the Surki mixture compound used at that time, the dam is not at all safe. The dam was constructed in 1895, and at that time the technology was not yet developed enough to study about the seismology. There was no provisions provided in the dam to exceed the uplift pressure. The dam was not made to withstand earthquakes because the technology was not available at that time. Earthquake resistant methods of construction was known at that time and was not developed. Mullaperiyar Dam is an earthen dam constructed using Surki compound. The further grouting, cable anchoring and RCC capping was done using cement concrete. The quality of grouting done cannot be considered satisfactory since much expertise was not available during 1930s and 1960s. Moreover, the grouting has its own limitations as all the hollow portions of the dam may not be filled by the pressure exerted. Even a small block may hinder the filling of the hollow portions. It is possible that if there is a leak in the inner walls of the dam, the cement may flow into the water. It may also cannot be assured that all the porous areas in the dam walls are fully filled up. Cable anchoring was done by drilling holes to the deepest foundation rock and filling up with high tension cables and cement concrete. It can only be treated as a repair and not as a strengthening measure. The RCC backing done is treated as a strengthening measure. Moreover, the monolithism between the old lime Surki concrete and the new cement concrete cannot be assured to be achieved. Both are different combinations and the chemical bonding cannot be achieved. In practical sense, both works as a different blocks. The face of Surki concrete is not grouted at the time of RCC backing, so it can be assumed that there is a film of water between these blocks and a pressure develops between them. All the stress and stability calculations done by the engineers are on the assumption that the old Surki concrete and the new concrete will behave monolithism and as a one unit. In this case, the stability study will not bring out the real picture. Moreover, the new technology test parameters and studies may not be applicable in the oldest dam like Mullaperiyar. In the original dam, no provisions were created to relieve the uplift pressure. During the RCC backing, provisions were made to relieve the uplift pressure. It cannot be assured that the pressure is relieved because it is not reaching the oldest Surki concrete. All these are past things. Now let's come to the reality. Whatever the Tamil Nadu say, whatever the Kerala say, the normal man had to leave. They have their own democratic rights to live freely without pain and panic. From the above mentioned reasons, it is almost clear that the dam is not at all safe. Even a small earthquake measuring a magnitude of 5.6 in the Richter scale can collapse the dam. This age-old dam constructed using erstwhile technology should be decommissioned at the earliest to safeguard the life of lakhs of people living in the banks of the river. If the dam collapses, it will take lives of lakhs of people living on either sides of the Periyar River. Three districts of Kerala will be under floodwaters. Half of the Kerala state will be destroyed. It is the duty of a democratic government to relieve the pain and panic of the common man. Most of them people living in the banks of the river have moved to the safer places. The unwealthy, poor people are still living in panic in the streams of the Periyar River. Now I am standing in the inner portions of the dam. Here we can see the water level scale marked as 135.8, but now the actual water level is 136 feet. Because only at this level the water spills out through the spillway vents. So it is very much clear that the water level shown here is tampered. Now we can see that the inner walls of the dam are well maintained. Painting and plastering works have been done periodically. But it cannot be said that the status of the walls below the water is fine. Studies had not been done till now to examine the underwater walls of the dam. In the outer side, we can see large quantity of water leakages. So it is possible that the walls may have holes and pores to drain the water to the outer side of the dam. Now we are in the inner side of the baby dam. The press media reported that a major hole is present in the deepest portion of the baby dam, leading to the foundation rock. This leak is very much critical, making the baby dam unsafe. Presently, the water level is 136 feet. If the water level falls down, we can see cracks and breakages in the plastering. The walls are almost damaged and the situation is very much critical. Now we are standing in the outer side of the baby dam. We can see trees and bushes here, but these trees are not cut down. It is possible that the branches and roots of the trees could have damaged the dam walls. Roots may have penetrated down to the deepest foundation, making it weaker. If we go down and clean these bushes, we can see that water leakages in the deep foundation. The experts say that the roots may have reached down to the foundation and making it weaker and weaker day by day. Now we are standing in the block number 1 of the main dam's upper ledge. Here the water level is 115 feet. Here we can see leakages. Water flows down steadily. The leak is very much severe that even we wipe the water with our hands, it is immediately filled up. We can see algae which grows only in the areas where water is available. We can see algae in all the areas of the walls of the dam. It is very much clear that the inner walls have a film of water which is emitted only in certain portions as leaks. This inner film makes the algae to grow on each part of the dam. Now we are standing in the second ledge of the dam. The water level here is 75 feet. It is almost the middle portion of the dam. This dam is 115 years old. We can see major leaks here. Even if we wipe the water, it is immediately filled up. Here we can clearly see the status of the leaks. We can pour water with our hands here, but it is immediately filled up. The leaks have been increased steadily because the water level of the dam is 136 feet now. Now we can see the expert team taking reports about the leakages in the dam. Water is flowing down just like water falls from a water tap. Here we can see cracks in the walls of the dam. Plastering has been falling down due to the pressure of the water leaks. We can see pieces of cement plastering breaking down here. Among the 22 blocks in the dam, only 2 of them are found to be leak free. Among them, in the block number 11 and 12, the leaks are found to be severe. It may be noted that these blocks lies in the middle portion of the dam. The chances of collapse is high in this area. We can clearly see that the water is falling down from the leaks. If we keep our hands, water falls over our hands. The presence of algae and fungus can be seen here. The cement is flowing down along with this water. Now we are standing at the lowest ledge of the dam. Here the water level is 35 feet. This is the lowest portion in the dam where we can walk. Below this level it is filled up with mud and bushes. If we clear these bushes, we can see that water is falling down from the foundation rock. Now we are standing in the gallery of the dam. This gallery was constructed in 1979. Here we can see that it is locked up. The seepage water can be measured only through the gallery, but it is not permitted by the Tamil Nadu engineers. Presently, only the seepage water level is available only by the data given by them. A joint examination has not been done and permitted by the Tamil Nadu government. Severe damages can be examined if we take a close look at the gallery. Even though we can hear voices of the water falling down, there may be chances that the water level is very high here. We can see the wind gates through which the Tamil Nadu takes water from the dam. This is placed in the rear portion of the dam. The main specialty of the feature of the Mullaperiyar dam is that water is taken from the rear side of the dam, while in case of all other dams, water is taken from the shutters of the dam. But the Mullaperiyar dam is an oldest one, but it does not have a single shutter to control water level. Water can be taken only through the outlet gates. Water can only be regulated if the water falls through the spillway. Otherwise, Tamil Nadu has to take enough quantity of water to bring the water level down. Presently, we have seen all the damages of the dam. From the above reasons, it is almost clear that the dam is not at all safe. Even a small earthquake measuring a magnitude of 5.6 in the Richter scale can collapse this dam. If this dam collapses, it will take lives of lakhs of people of Kerala. So, the only remedy for this situation is to decommission the dam at the earliest. It should be done at the earliest to safeguard the life of lakhs of people living in Kerala and in Tamil Nadu. Most of the people living in the nearest portion of the dam have moved to the safer places to save themselves. Hence, in the general interest, the central government should intervene in the matter. The only solution to this problem is to decommission this old dam. The people of Kerala is ready to give water to Tamil Nadu. What we ask is only life. People want water to live, but people should not die for water.